Today we are going to be making homemade felt boards. In order to complete this project, you're going to need a foam board or cardboard. Any size that you want to make your board, you can choose. We also have felt, obviously, so that we can put it together. We need scissors, a pen or marker to draw on the felt or outlines, and spray adhesive. I've also included a background towel, just an old rag, to make sure I don't get spray adhesive on my floor or around my house. So that may be a good idea for you too. The first step is going to be to cut down your foam board or cardboard down to the size you want. Mine's already in that shape. I got it in the right size. And then you're either going to stretch a large piece of felt across if you choose to do it that way, or you can use smaller pieces like I have in order to create a more complicated background. So I can do a sky and the ground, different things like that. So I chose to use multiple pieces. You need to make sure to shake your spray adhesive very well and then spray it on the general area. And then you can just go ahead and attach your felt piece right on there. Once you've finished your background piece of felt and you've got it completely glued down to your board and it's drying, you can start cutting out with these other pieces of felt different background pieces you want to make your storyboard. If you wanted to make it after a song that your child likes or after a story that they're particularly fond of, I'm going to use the characters from the Animal Boogie because a lot of the kids that I'm around right now are really fond of the song. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out different little shapes, such as these clouds that I'm going to put up in the sky right here, and I'll keep going from there. To create your felt world, you just need to draw whatever characters or background bits that you want on your felt and simply cut it out. I know that sometimes it can be a little hard trying to think of what to draw, but it doesn't have to be the best drawing in the entire world. And you can always look up pictures to guide your pursuits. And then you just need to go ahead and cut out your pieces. And once you cut them out, then you can start applying them to your background board. As you can see, I have made a jungle type theme, just some trees, clouds in the sky, nothing too complicated, but it adds something to the background, so it's not just one solid color. Now I'm going to go ahead and start making my characters for the book. Once you've glued on all your background pieces, such as my tree and my clouds, those are actually glued on with the spray adhesive, you're going to want to cut out your different cast of characters, or whatever play things you want for the felt board. But these guys you're not actually going to glue onto the board. You're going to want to be able to put them on and move them around in the story. They're the free moving piece, and you can always add more pieces and more characters as you go along. And then by the end, you should have a nice, bright, colorful felt board to play with. See? And then you can take these off, move them around, tell stories, sing songs, and just enjoy your new homemade creation. And the best thing about it is it's nice and bright and visually stimulating. So, enjoy!